Welcome back to Good Day Stateline. 2022 is definitely a huge year for travel. If a trip to Big Bear in California or New Ashford, Massachusetts is on your mind, then you are in luck, because tonight we are checking in with Lindsey Kurowski from Magnolia Network's In the Works. Hi, Lindsey.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so, okay, the name of your show is so cute, In the Works with 2 N's. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so my show In the Works follows me as I try to renovate old hotels and motels in the U.S. My season 1 is about the Oak Knoll Lodge, which I bought in Big Bear, California. My background is in design, build, and activation work and retail, so I've never done scaled interior construction. So yeah, you'll watch me figuring it out. I have some wins, I have some losses, and I definitely enlist my family and friends because I am on a tight budget. So it's a fun show. I think it's a fun show to watch. I hope it is.
So what motivated you to get this all going?
Well, I worked, my company Knotty I've owned for almost 10 years, and I'm a designer, so I build displays and activation work and trade show booths for all kinds of people, and I traveled for a long time doing that in the US, and I wanted to do something that was still design build oriented, but kept me in one place, and I love being an event producer, so this idea came to me, which was like, okay, well, what if I renovated an old hotel or motel and made an event venue, so then I wasn't traveling so much like I was, and I could produce events out of the venue that I owned, was kind of the idea behind it. So yeah, I drained my savings account and bought the Oak Knoll Lodge in Big Bear, California.
Well, now you have a TV show, so it looks like, you know, you made at least somewhat of a great decision.
You know, it's still funny. It would make you think that, but when the cameras are down, you know, you still wonder.
Yeah.
Don't let it fool you that I got it all figured out. I still have a lot to figure out.
So you mentioned that your family helped you out with this project. How was it like working with them on such a giant, important thing in your life?
Thank you for saying giant and important thing, because I think actually the struggle sometimes with them is it wasn't a giant and important thing to them because they don't own it. I do. So yes, it was at times challenging in that regard, which like I put so much on the line for this, and they were gracious enough to come help, and it was mostly amazing. But yes, there were some tense moments of, you know, you got to be the boss and make decisions that sometimes are, you know, what's the word? Well, just some days people don't like you. Yeah, being the boss. So
it happens. It happens to the best of us. But I'm curious, when you shot this show, like where are you now versus where you were when we'll be able to watch the show?
So I am in the Oak Knoll Lodge. Okay. I am in my lobby. So where am I now? Meaning like where am I in the process of renovating? Or like what physical location?
Yes. Where are you in the process now, watching back the show?
So I filmed, that pilot was almost 3 years ago. The show was filmed about 2 years ago here. So since then, we've continued on renovating the rooms, but we're about 70-80% through. We're fully open. I'm not doing a ton of events yet. That will be next year. So I'm still doing a major overhaul of the grounds, which I haven't done yet, which is landscaping, and exteriors need new painting, and just, it's a 4-acre property. It's big. So I think that is definitely something that I am working on, is trying to do all the outdoor space. But yeah, for the show, we did a couple of cabins and a couple of the bigger outdoor spaces. But since we wrapped filming, I've continued working on all the cabins. The work never stops. And it actually doesn't feel like it will ever be done, if I'm being honest. There's just always something.
It probably will never be done, because that's, you know, when something is so important to you and you put your heart and soul into it, you always have more to do. Lindsey, thanks so much for chatting with us tonight. Tell us where we can catch your show so we can watch In the Works.
Yes, I am on at 9 p.m. Mondays on Magnolia Network. And then you can find me on the Discovery Plus app under the Magnolia tab, and I'm streaming season 1 and season 2 of In the Works.
Awesome. Well, we will definitely catch the show. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We'll be right back with more Good Day Stateline.